let's try to knock it out the park on this one. Now, this is a me to you or you to me conversation. Those that are watching, that are sitting in front of the monitor right now, I want to talk about succeeding in the business of trading. And you want to do this for longevity, make a career out of it. I know that trading can be very tough at times, okay? Especially the last few days. For example, we see the market kind of moving sideways and you get confused and you don't know when to trade, how to trade, what types of trades to take. That simply means you haven't prepared yourself to fully understand and don't understand the flow of the market. I said this time and time again, and I'm not trying to beat anyone else up. I want you to truly understand one thing. If you want to make it in this business of trading and do this full time and maybe even part time, but just simply want to make money doing this, you're going to have to master market structure. I get plenty of messages and DMs. Mike, how do you do this? Or Mike, what are you looking at? How do you determine if the market is, breaking structure? Mike, how do you determine which zones to trade from? I've said this stuff time and time again, and I truly wish people would take the time to watch the videos because I said it before. The answers to your questions lie within the video content, and there's so much of it. Yes, it is. But there's a purpose and reason why I create so much content, because I want to truly see people succeed, okay, and become successful. And not everyone learns the first time around. Some people have to hear things time and time again, okay? We all learn on different wave levels, okay? So if you're truly looking to take your trading to the next level, to transform yourself to become a great day trader and looking to become consistently profitable, do yourself the biggest favor of all. Stop right now. I don't care what strategy you're using, because strategies are not. If you're trading just simply off the fact that you learned a strategy somewhere and you think that strategy is the holy grail that's going to unlock the door to allow you to become successful, you're doing yourself injustice. I'll say that right now. Because the real way to become successful is understanding how to read the market. Reading the ebbs and flows of what the market is doing, knowing when the market is shifting and changing direction. Is it breaking continuous structure to the upside? Is it turning and starting to shift and transverse, but reversing and starting to look like we have a downtrend? You have to understand the major highs and lows, the minor highs, the minor lows, knowing where and when the market is breaking structure. 3 simple things that I always talk about and I have to see as part of my trading is, 1, I want to see a break of structure. Did the market make a new high or a new low? Okay, did it run to the upside and break through a area of structure? Okay, maybe a major high. All right, or take out a major low. In that case, we just had a structural break, right? And within structural breaks, most times you're going to have either a key area of demand or supply. Now, what really, not say makes up the area of supply or demand, because you should know all that is aggressive selling and buying, coming out of a area where the market is breaking structure. But number 2, is there a fresh or untested zone in which the market hasn't tapped into yet, meaning an area where it's mitigated back at a zone where the market, after the market broke structure. So, I show this in many videos about market structure. You have external structure, you have internal structure. Internal structure is the area within the external structure, meaning where the market's made a major high, is pulled back, made a low, and then broke structure to the upside, making a new major high. So, for example, and then most times you'll see like smaller swings within an area. It's like where the market just made a high, and then it makes these little smaller lower lows and lower highs on a pullback, and then it starts to turn back around and start to push back up, making higher highs and higher lows, and then finally takes out an area where there's a swing high at, okay, meaning a major high. All that in between is internal structure, okay? So you have to be able to read what's going on overall and know that we have a major high, a major low. Now we just broke structure. Now we have a new major high. So if the market turns around and starts taking out structure within the internal structure back to the downside and takes out a major low, then we got a structural shift. You have to understand that. So, For example, I'm just going to show you for reference. All right, let's take a look here. This is on a 60 range chart. Let's see. So if you take a look at the 60 range chart, you can see that the markets are making higher highs and higher lows, right? Okay, and then it starts to pull back or retrace back, all right, or move to the downside where we start making lower lows and lower highs. If you take a look here to the left-hand side of the chart, you can see where it's breaking below areas here, okay? But there's a high right here. And so when the market starts to run lower and then pushes up and breaks through this high right here, it takes out a major high, all right? So we have a major high here, we have this low sitting here, and now we have a new major high which run to the upside, okay? Same thing right here. The market makes a high here, a low here. So then we have this movement in between here. And so there's a high sitting up here, and eventually it's going to break that and takes out a major high. All right. But there's still opportunity if you know what you're doing to take trades. But you have to understand what's taking place, from a standpoint of, okay, so where's my last major high? Where's my last major low? This was the previous major high. This was the previous major low. Now we have a new major high. But if you take a look at what's going on, now we have a new major high, okay? The market will have to break through some key area, meaning a major low down here, if we really want to see a true shift in the market in a sense where we know that for sure the market is going to or starts to break lower. So if we break below a major low right here, and then the market pulls back, makes a lower high, and then a new low, then you know the market full on has changed direction. Okay, so we go from a bullish standpoint to a bearish standpoint. So this is bullish activity as long as we continuously break major highs to the upside. And until we break through a major low, we're still bullish, okay? Because even if you look out on a higher base chart, and paint the picture even better, look, moving to the upside, haven't broken through any significant area of structure, meaning a major low. So we have a high here, a low here, a new major high. Yes, in the last few days, it's pulled back or retraced, okay? But it hasn't broke through any major low. So the picture becomes even clearer when you start scaling out on a higher time frame chart. And that's why you want to do that, because if you get so narrow-minded or focused in what's going on the smaller time frames, like you start getting below the 60 down to the 24 and the 12, you're going to see a lot of choppiness, okay? That's why you have to look further out, because it shows you from a higher standpoint, from a higher base chart, what the overall gist, what the overall picture is, how it's painted on the charts. So when you see this, you can see clearly this is the high, this is the low, this is the new high, okay? All right, right now we have this new low. The market, all this in between is internal structure, okay? This is forming our means of an external structure, meaning we have a major high here, a major low, it breaks higher, then all that in between is internal structure. So until we break through some major low, we're still bullish, okay? All right, and I talked about yesterday in the video, yes, there's opportunity in times when to actually take trades and look for even shorts, even though the higher base chart is bullish. But I'm telling you, if you are someone new to trading or beginner trader, and you're trying to understand the concept of market structure and trying to understand the flow of the market and which direction you should be trading in, pay close attention to your major highs and major lows. You got to master market structure if you want to become successful at trading. If not, you're wasting your time in this business. And I will assure you, at some point, you're going to take on some major drawdown that's going to blow through one account, two account, three accounts, and you're going to get tired of losing money. Even trying to, continuously putting money into the past prop firm evaluations, you're still going to be blowing through money because you're still going to be paying for these evaluations. You need to stop while you're ahead and understand and learn and master market structure, because it is the way, it is the door that's going to provide the opportunity that's going to take your trading to the next level, if you understand what I'm trying to say. All right, so, and then a lot of times I get the same questions over and over. I think people don't spend the time to one, look at the comments in the Discord, for example, or they don't spend the time to watch the video content. So spend time reviewing the video content. I can assure you, 99.9% of the questions you have are going or have already been answered 100 times over. But so if you spend the time watching the video content and stop jumping to questions, you will find your answer without even having to wait on a response. I'm a very busy person, and not always am I going to have the time to respond to everyone's questions. So this is the purpose, the reason why I make this video content. And the biggest reason why I make it is because I truly want to see people succeed and become profitable. But you got to spend time watching the video content. You got to spend time back testing. You really got to spend time on the charts in real time, because that's where you're going to see are things going to work out for you in your favor, okay? So if you're someone that's wanting to really make a career out of trading, okay, and I know people, trust me, I know people want to, kind of stop what they're doing full time. They're tired, they're burnt out from, working for the man, and don't want to do so for the rest of their life, and they want to get into trading because they hear so much hype around trading futures or whatever market, other markets that are out there that you may hear about. Yes, you can be profitable. Yes, you can make tons of money within 30 minutes or an hour, more so than you probably make at your job you're working now. But it's tough stuff, and it's not easy, and it's not for everyone. And I'm telling you right now, the key to unlocking that door to succeed in making a career out of this business is simply understanding market structure. You don't need the crazy and confusion of all the different indicators out there. You see so much video content and infomercials pushed in front of your face. Just like it's a marketing tactic, okay? They do that stuff for a reason. People are making money on creating this not video content, but creating marketing content and developing tools that they are going to push in front of your face and say, hey, give this a try. I can almost guarantee that buying this indicator is going to lead to your success. No, I mean, if you believe that hype, then go ahead. That's fine. But I'm telling you right now, if you really want to understand this, understanding market structure is understanding the flow of the market, being able to know the transition, things that are going on in the market. Is it moving and breaking structure up to the upside? Are we breaking through areas to the downside or structure to the downside? And now the market has transitioned and transformed to breaking structure lower, and now I need to look for shorts versus when the market was bullish looking for longs. I'm telling you this, and I've been preaching this in a sense, even though I'm not a preacher. I'm just saying, you've got to really put your heart into stuff. You've got to put your mind into this. I'm really saying your mind, because this is what you need to use to start. Everything for you is right here in front of the charts. Everything, just reading what's going on. If you can read a book, you can read the markets, okay? You just got to spend time in knowing what to really look for, and stop trying to chase the market and take every little trade. Most traders, I'm going to tell you where they started. They constantly are taking breakouts. They're chasing the market. By the time the market, you jump into a trade, chasing, the market's moving to the upside, let me get in. It's strong momentum to the upside. There may be, but you must understand there's a game that's being played here. Okay, to where the market's going to pull back and stop you out. The key to trading is knowing the right areas where to get into a trade at, and really being able to identify and read the flow of the market, so you understand which zones make sense and which ones don't make sense. Okay, all right, and it gets simpler as you spend more time on the charts and understanding, again, market structure. I'm telling you this. I'm gonna keep pushing this. I'm gonna keep saying that term over and over and over in many videos. Because people who've been spending time in a part of this community and have probably been here at least a year, they know. They have sent me messages. Mike, thanks for sharing valuable information with me. I am on the understanding and know now what you are getting at, and knowing that we don't need all this craziness out here. We need to really spend time in understanding what we see when it comes to the flow of the market, and being able to understand structure. Okay. All right. And nothing is 100% guaranteed. And not every zone is going to work out. People always feel that, I took this trade and it didn't work out. What did I do wrong? You know how many times I hear that? I don't know what you did wrong. I don't know but I can assure you, more than likely, you're not reading structure the right way. Okay. But again, not every zone is going to work out when it comes to trading supply and demand. You may took a high probability setup and it just didn't hold. So then a lot of times what they'll do is test a level below that. So I also talk about buying, where the market is breaking structure to the upside. So the market has moved higher, and below you may have some areas or zones that are resting deeper back within. you got to wait for it to kind of pull back to key areas. All right. That's why a lot of people like to trade fibs, is because when you got an impulse move to the upside and then the market pulls back to a key area, you may have multiple demand zones resting below. And smart traders will wait to get into a trade. You've heard me say this before, where the movement to the upside, where you had a break of structure, especially when you got a major high being taken out and it had a nice impulse leg to the upside. When it retraces back, let's say you got 3 demand zones. One sitting at, just say, the 76 area, one at the 50 area, one sitting at the top at the whatever, the 23rd area, 23 area, percent area. It makes sense to try to look for the market to pull back to a key area off that impulse leg where the demand rested, where the market started transitioning and breaking higher to break that area of structure or that major high to the upside. Ding dong, that makes sense, right? All right, just think about in terms of what makes more logical sense. Stop chasing the market. If the market is already showing you that, or you got an impulse move to the upside and it's you're buying the upper portion of a leg, why are you doing that? Wait for it to pull back to a key area. And sometimes, yes, when the market is in momentum, it will just kind of pull back to a, it may not pull all the way back to the halfway point of the impulse leg or to the bottom portion of it where the market started pushing to the upside. It may just pull back, okay, to a demand area resting right below and then take off back to the upside. But that's when the market is really trending and it's very bullish, and you can see the momentum with multiple areas where it has demand zones and it's just multiple candles to the upside, aggressive buying. And it's done that multiple times. You've got to be able to see this stuff with your eyes. The best way to trade is with what you see. Trade what you see and what makes logical sense. Now, hopefully that kind of resonates with a lot of you individuals out there, because I'm telling you, I've talked about this stuff time and time and time and time and time again. All right. So it does get exhausting, but hey, my fight isn't over. I'm going to continue pushing because I want to see people become successful. And no matter how many videos I have to push out there, eventually I know people will come across, those. Look, everything I'm talking about now, I've already put out. Okay. So I'm just kind of stating it all over again because I know people aren't watching the videos like they should be. And if you did, your answers to the questions would be answered. All right. So you got to spend time. It's like reading a book. Do you expect to know the answer without reading? You got a certain question you want. You got, right? Most of us go online to the internet or go to a book or turn to it, or whatever the question we have or whatever information we're seeking, we'll turn to a book to try to find the answer, right? Okay? And you're not going to find that answer until you start reading and going through the material. The same thing. Go through the material here. Your answers are there. Just spend time. All right? So anyways, I don't want to beat that up too bad, and I'm going to go ahead and end it here. But unlocking the idea, the concept, and understanding and learning market structure, I'm telling you, that's your way if you spend time. Just trading a strategy purely is not going to be your answer. You may find success, and you may get lucky a few times, but at some point, you're going to take a bad trade, and that bad trade is going to turn into a losing trade that's going to end up blowing your entire account. I'm going to leave it there. So I appreciate everyone that tunes in to today. This was, not me hitting on the charts today. This is more of me sharing some valuable information that I've already discussed before. But hey, again, like I said, I'm going to continue doing this because I want people to understand market structure. Understand that concept is a very important piece to the puzzle, and it probably is the most important concept and piece of the puzzle that you're ever going to need to understand. All right. So that's it for me today. I appreciate everyone tuning in. Yeah, I'm not on the chart showing the strategy and breaking down trades and things of that nature. Sometimes I have to give these heart-to-heart videos because people need to hear this information and they need to feel it. It has to resonate within. Okay. Because if it don't hit here, it ain't hitting up here. Okay, so take care, everyone. I appreciate you tuning in. If you're a first-time viewer to the channel, hopefully you can I can gain you as a sub here in the channel, and you'll join the community here. It's it's growing slowly, but if you know people out there that are seeking information through the video content that's published here on this channel, spend time, please share the video content. All you gotta do is hit that share button. Share it with other individuals that you know that are interested with your social media outlets, whatever the case is. Just share the valuable content, the information that I'm sharing here on a daily basis, maybe it would help transform somebody's life. Okay, sister, brother, friend, grandparent, whoever it may be. All right, simply hit that share button, but also if you're a first time viewer, take the time to click on the sub button. Okay, become a member of this community today by doing so. So make sure to subscribe, make sure to turn on all your post notifications so you don't miss one of the uploads. And last but not least, please drop a like. All you got to do is click on that like button. Okay, this helps the information that I'm sharing get out to tons of individuals. People need to hear this information. They need to go back and be able to find a channel which possibly resonates with them. Be able to find a strategy, someone that's seeking a strategy that's simple in a sense if you understand it. We have tons of individuals, lots of traders that have mastered the strategy, put their own twist on it, and are successful and profitable today that are part of the Discord community. And that leads me to say, if you're interested in joining the Discord community, it's free. Scroll down to the description portion of the video, click on the link, and invite yourself in. And that's all I have for you today. Take care, guys. Hopefully everyone has a successful and safe trading day today, and I'll see you in the next one.